NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
It's the end of the week. It's the end of the week. Friday, it's the end of the week. Welcome to J&J.
There was a song Saturday night. Yeah, there was a song like that. Good morning, everyone.
Was there a song like
Good morning. And listen, you know what's nice? I'm getting right into it. See, I'm not one of these guys that's going to slowly do like a soliloquy or get on a. No, I'm going to say this.
When it's wrap-up time, so.
I do. And listen to me. I sound like the lion from The Wizard of Oz.
I do.
We have little Angelo behind the glass. And this week, let me tell you something. If they had to nominate like Marconi Awards for radio, or if they had to do Emmys, not enemas, but Emmys, well, he probably needs an enema too. Angelo did a great job this week out on the street. Yeah. Angelo in the street.
Yeah, there's only one problem.
What?
I got contact. They mailed us. Cumberland sent us a thank you.
Cumberland
College sent us a thank you. And now they actually sent the thank you to James.
Yeah.
And Georgia Tech is kind of upset with you, Joel.
Why? What'd I do?
Okay, now we're going to have to
I
wait
beat
till
him
the end of the show.
222.
All right. You just hit the camera.
So I want this to be official.
This is the
To
type.
be official.
All right, so we'll do it at the end of the show.
Cumberland likes you, and Georgia Tech is upset with you.
Because
We don't care?
Somebody finally beat somebody else worse than Georgia Tech beat Cumberland 222-0.
Jeez, oh man! Do you know the
College
year?
football.
You know, we have a show. No, we don't care. This isn't a sports show. 5.
1916, but the slaughter was still the same.
Yeah. I think Mrs. Altman was at that game. She went in her Model T Ford, and she was kicked out of her Model T Ford, and thus she hurt her hip.
Mrs. Altman,
She was.
from the deepest part of my heart, I sincerely apologize because we've taken your story that you told us on Monday.
The Model T.
Blown it up into something that's completely not. So let me set the record straight again for her, so we don't hear from her attorney.
Right.
She
borrowed
her ex-husband's truck
Yeah.
to go to therapy because her Santa Fe was getting worked on.
Right.
Her ex-husband was not in the truck.
He wasn't.
Nobody pushed her from the truck.
No.
She was just having trouble getting in and out
In
of
the truck.
because of her hip.
Her hip.
That's it. She's the only one that has a hip problem.
Right.
Nobody else that visited our studios had hip issues that I know of.
Right. Right.
So now the record is straight.
It's very.
It's Ambit,
Ambit.
the energy company, not Ambient.
Right.
When
Okay.
she heals, she's going to get trucking so that she can find Melrose Place somewhere so she can watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because obviously nobody else does.
Nobody else is watching.
No, well, I do believe there are people out there, somewhere out there. Okay, this is George Norrie, coast to coast. No, somewhere out there. Thank you.
Your reference. I might be the only one that got it.
You probably did. No, he's very popular. No, I know. Listen, so
Couldn't make it today.
who?
Because he's in search of somebody to watch Melrose Place.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find those
On
people.
the show either.
Well, listen.
Couldn't make it.
You know who couldn't make it this week? You probably know better than I do. Mr. Haney from Green Acres.
Mr. Haney. I can't do it now.
Mr. Haney, why couldn't you? Really? You know what he said to me?
It's not Mr. Haney. It's Mr.
Douglas. No, Mr. Haney was the guy that tried to sell, like, he would sell this bottle of water for $1,500 and explain to Mr. Douglas why it was for $1,500. But he's not going to be on the show this week, Mr. Haney.
He's dead too.
Right.
As is Mr. Douglas.
Right. So
That whole
they're not going to be able to make it this week. Well, is Zsa Zsa Gabor still alive?
I think she's dead.
You think so?
Pretty sure. I'm sorry if I put you in the grave.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That,
I hope not.
We need a little computer.
Woo, doggy. All right. So anyway, getting back to our show.
Yes.
Okay, we had
We're
a
doing right now.
the cement pond. That was Buddy Epson used to say that is.
Why are we getting Green Acres and Beverly Hills?
Beverly Hills. I have no. You know what? And Beverly Hillbillies was on for like 13 years. Green Acres was on for 6 years.
Watch that show as Melrose Place.
Now Melrose Place, yeah, that's good. And then so we did here's what I want you to do. I got a phone call the other day.
Okay.
And they said, you guys are doing quite well. You're kicking, you're kicking butt with the ratings. You're beating Ken LeBovie, right, on KST, if that's still there. WKBN. Man, he always reads to you. He always reads from. I said I can read for myself. I don't need you to read to me and then explain to me what you just read.
If I wanted that, I'd get the rest of the story.
That's right. So I got a phone call. Okay, and then we were beating WKBN, that guy on 5 Cent, and he what's his name, whatever, Eli. He used to be Tarzan in the 50s. Now he went over to the radio side. Ron Verb.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah, and then he keeps repeating himself, and he becomes a reverb or whatever. That didn't work. That did not work. So I get a phone call. I keep getting several phone calls.
You got a phone call.
Dixie called me.
I got a phone call.
From Congruence.
Oh my
God. Confluence. She said her hip. No. She said her hip was bothering her. So they had a hip meeting, a community hip meeting with Miss Altman, who was thrown unfortunately from the horse. Then Dixie with the Dixie Chicks, who now owns the Confluence, and gave us coffee. Wait. She calls me. She goes. Wait. The Beanery, and we're going to have that plaque. That was Lauren Michaels, who was here. She plays every position. So she called me up
for Saturday Night Live.
She said, "Do you want more listeners and viewers?" I said, "Yeah. I mean, we're out there."
On the radio.
So whatever. I don't care where we're at. I'm just going to keep talking. Okay, that's the way this is going. She said, if you go to the studio and have a plastic bag, half filled with water. And if you put 5 pennies in it, you will attract more viewers. That's what she said.
I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
Yeah.
Brutally honest. I can't even do it.
No, go ahead. That's what she told me. I said, Dixie, are you sure? Because Becky and Vicky said that if you put the 5 pennies from heaven, pennies from heaven.
What if it's 6?
Well, I don't know. And then they said the water moves and it keeps viewers coming back to the show.
Well, we obviously need to put a bunch of those bags out.
Yeah.
Especially after that story.
Right. But it's the truth. I just feel bad. Like this week when I really look, again, I gave, I hate to use kudos. I'm tired of that. People give kudos to Angelo for being out in the street and getting people. I don't want to do it. But Mike Tyson was pretty frightening when he was here. I ain't watching no Melrose Place. I pity the fool. I heard him say as he walked away, I pity the fool.
That wasn't Mike Tyson.
Was that, what's his name that was in Rocky 3? No. What was that guy's name?
Mr. T.
Yeah, Mr. T. I pity the fool. He makes raviolis, or what's he make, Mr. T? Pierogies. Doesn't Mr. T, didn't he make pierogies?
We have such a long way to go.
What? Isn't there a thing called Mr. T's pierogies?
That is a rabbit trail and a half. Like, you've gone on some rabbit trails, but that one was deep into the forest.
But
first of all, there was 2 fine young gentlemen. They were the first 2 to come in and explain to us that neither one of them had not only not watched Melrose Place, but had never heard of Melrose Place.
And I think they threatened me.
Have that first gentleman confused with who now? Mr. T?
Yeah, Mr. T. Who makes pierogies.
And Mike Tyson. So
right.
Which was he?
Well, the other guy looked like her boyfriend from the Lakers who plays basketball, Iggy. Iggy Azalea, who sings Iggy Pop. What's she sing?
Oh my God.
Pop Goes the Weasel. What's she sing?
Let's digress.
All right.
You lost the bet. So when do we?
Well, you said probably next week I'll have to talk to Dixie when her hip gets better. Seriously.
Everybody's got hip illness now.
All this week. Yeah. We should have Dr. Oz.
No more with no big.
We should have Dr. Oz on the show with all the hip injuries.
Quack. Goes the duck.
Yeah, I don't know, but again.
Yep.
And then he comes up with that disclaimer at the end of his show. I don't even watch him.
I'm not a real doctor. No.
Yeah, no. Do you like him? Obviously, you don't like him. So you wouldn't ring the bell for him.
No.
No. Who would you rather ring the?
I'm hoping that bit slowly fades because that reminds me of some ridiculously cheesy.
Yeah, it is. I apologize.
60s, 70s radio.
Yeah, they ring the bell and then the noise from a whack whack.
We're on TV again.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we
You
are.
guys really don't recognize the camera.
How would you listen? How would you? Which is good though. How would you? How would
Which
you?
is good. You don't recognize the camera.
I don't care. Listen to
even
me.
have to look at Sarah.
How about this? How about doing some work today and letting people know how to
what am I
get in touch
looking
with
at?
us right here? If they want to respond to us, they could do the
I want you to do
Google.
it. I love when
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, take a sip of your coffee. Okay.
I'm just going to sit back and watch.
You could, if you need to get in touch with us, you could Google us, right? Because we're at NCTV45 or NC Radio 450 anytime on your time, and then you could Chromecast us and send us your email address or request on Facebook, and then if not, you can get in touch with Angelo, who is outside again trying to recruit another guy to come in for the show at 724-510-7345.
Say it slower so they can actually write this down.
Angelo.
And how else can they get a hold of us?
724-510-7345.
Hold it.
Wait a minute, here we go. Angelo on the street this week. Thank you, sir.
Late enterprise.
So, early morning radio show, J&J.
Did you ever watch Melrose Place?
No.
Did you hear that? Sir, what's your name?
Whitewash, my
Jim?
Yes.
Sir, did you ever watch, one time, just one episode?
He already answered the question.
Well, I just want to redirect. I'm redirected. Did you?
This
He's
is
going to
unreal.
beat you until
Did you?
you
He's
watched it.
begging you.
No, but I've heard of that somewhere. Yeah.
He's heard of it.
So
I'll
you-
give you that much.
Have you ever watched Beverly Hills 902-376?
Couple times.
You watched it, though. I can't believe.
Oh, not sex.
I know. Thank you, Jim.
There you go.
See, Jim's on the ball early in the morning.
Cumberland.
Man, I can't believe it.
You let Cumberland off the hook.
You know what? I'm really fed up with these people around here. They don't watch.
That was like the Beaneries team. They
10 run?
Yeah, the 10 run
Yeah.
rule. You've officially been mercied.
It's not. The show's not over yet.
It's over.
Well, it's never over. Who said? Bob Prince said this. No, it wasn't Bob Prince. It was Prince, the singer, formerly known as Prince. He said this.
To walk to Philadelphia.
No, that was what's his name? W.C. Fields. So
In the baseball game, this actually happened.
who
Who's on first?
Pirates had this enormous lead.
is this going to take long?
And Rooker said,
Jim Rooker.
said, if they lose, I'll walk back to Pittsburgh, and he had to walk back to Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
the guy that does scratch my back with a hacksaw?
No. That was
I'm just-
George Steele, the wrestler. I don't know what you're talking about, and you make fun of me. Penguins? What about the Penguins?
Answer. Scratch my back with a hacksaw.
That's so. Listen to me. Why does he do that again? You sound just like him.
I know I do.
Hey, you know who you sound like?
Who do I sound
I
like?
listen. I don't usually watch or listen to the show, but you sound like the guy from Starkey, Miller and Muller on 93.7, The Fan.
Never.
You
heard
sound
the show.
just like him.
Which one? Starkey, Reese, and Muller?
No, I didn't say Pokey Reese. Starkey, Miller and Muller.
How would he hear this Pittsburgh station?
Well, you could get it's 93.7, The Fan. It's
Well,
great
which one-
sports.
Which one do I sound like?
In Ohio.
Well, whatever. You could get it.
Which
It's
one?
an FM.
It's not like NC Radio 450 where you can listen all over the world.
Yeah, right. Who's he talking? Is this Angelo again?
Listen all over the
So right now, people right now
Are
are.
driving in their car.
We're in Russia. Putin's listening to us? You think Putin's listening to us?
I hope so.
Well, you know what?
I like Putin.
We're in 47 countries,
We are?
48 states,
There you go.
47 countries.
My mind's in 47 countries, I'll tell you that right now.
there is.
So what country? Name a country we're in. The kid doesn't even know. Look.
Ayatollah in Iran.
We're in Iran?
He said, Ayatollah you not to say that, but we're there.
Man,
You asked.
we're going to go. I know,
asked.
that's
Go to the
horrible.
door, my friend.
What, how about,
Watching us in Germany,
How-
watching us in Italy.
so you gave us good news about the ratings. You said we're number one. We're killing it.
We're rocking the world.
Now, what do we-
When you Google, you'll see us right at the top. Media, Newcastle, Pennsylvania, come right there.
See?
It's because of us, clearly.
Well, and then
Without a
what's
doubt.
he do? He does something in the castle. He cleans the
Cooks.
castle?
He cooks.
Cooks in the castle.
That
What'd you
was-
make this yesterday? Yeah, what did you make yesterday? Because you didn't bring it in. So what did you make yesterday?
Obviously.
Well, I wasn't going to let you off your bet.
All right, go ahead.
We took
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
ribs.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not a big
excuse
rib
me,
guy.
They were boneless ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Since he doesn't like this,
I don't like ribs.
I'll
for
eat it.
you, Joel,
All right.
we put Italian dressing, teriyaki, soy sauce, garlic,
Not impressed.
brown sugar,
I could do that.
so we
Does.
could coat the ribs.
Coat the ribs.
We stuck them inside
They're cold.
cored pineapple and wrapped them in bacon.
And a cord pineapple. Wasn't that a
They
car?
coated them and wrapped them.
Wasn't that a car?
Coated them, wrapped
And a
them,
cord.
and
Honda.
drizzled the.
Was it like a Santa Fe?
on
Is it
top,
drizzling?
For drizzle. Go ahead.
And then it was perfect. And you know what?
Nobody's listening to you.
My son ate them all.
He did.
Angelo,
Angelo
you didn't save any for me?
and B. Pie.
He said,
Wow. Wow.
not very nice.
Well-
The #1 show in Newcastle?
No, all over. How many, like in the morning, how many
Your podcast, your
how many listeners do we have in the, why?
people
I mean,
watching you at the vomitorium in Italy.
it's a vomitorium?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's for
Yeah, I know
the
what that is.
For the crazy people.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, so how many people in the
I'm standing here. I'm not at a computer. So
what?
wrap
It's
up, see,
impossible.
I told you not to invite him into the show because he's going to hog the show. Now look, now look, we didn't get to touch on like half the stuff we got down here.
No,
let him read what he's got down.
I don't have anything. There's not
wrap
enough
up.
time.
Apparently,
We'll have to tease him for next week.
Yeah, we're
apparently
gonna have
there's
to.
one thing we definitely know.
What's that?
Buddy Epson's dead.
Joel, you have
Solomon has a bad hip.
won this battle.
You've been Georgia Tech, my friend.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that your assignment for this weekend is to watch Melrose Place. It's on Pop TV. Please watch and get back. Listen to me. I don't care.
You want to
Do me a favor. I don't care if you email me or put something on a piece of paper. Say yes, James or J, or Jay, whatever you want to call me.
won't let me
Well, go ahead. I watch the show and drop it off here so I can read it on air. I'll read it on the air. Go
I'll
ahead.
drop a bomb on you.
Oh, okay.
Top Gear, the United Kingdom car show. They always end the show on a bomb. I watch Melrose Place, and I can tell all our watchers and viewers, do not waste any of your time and watch any of that show because it's terrible. And with that, we'll leave you till next week.
Yeah, but Billy.
Enjoy your weekend.
But they
Have a
took.
great weekend, guys.
But wait a minute, Billy.